Good evening, everybody. Anthony's Homemade Love and great recipes here. So tonight I'm going to do some quick lazy chocolate chip bars, okay? 4 ingredients. Cake mix, a stick of butter, which I don't have a stick of butter, so I'm just going to use, a stick of butter is 8 tablespoons of butter. So I have butter, I'm just going to use 8 tablespoons of butter instead of a stick of butter. Then a bag of chips, chocolate chips. You can use chocolate, you can use butterscotch, you could use white chocolate, you could use, so many different forms of chips to put into it, you know what I'm saying? You could even just use nuts. But, so we're going to get this started. Now, I got my oven set to 350. I greased my pan, which I finally got me some cooking spray. I know that's like a big accomplishment for me. So it says melted butter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 8 tablespoons. Okay. 2. Lovely. Don't you just love the feel of butter? Butter. 3. 4. 5. 6. Yep, I'm counting them all out. That wasn't a full tablespoon. 7. 8. Okay. Now I'm gonna put this in the microwave for 10 seconds at a time. So well, actually, I figured out something. Look at this. Oh, wow, that's kind of cool, huh? 10 seconds. So I think with this little contraption I got here, so this is the knife holder here in the kitchen, and it swivels. So I thought that was pretty cool, and it's got like a little shelf on it that I set my phone on, so I can just turn it around, and you can see what I'm doing over here. Gotta keep going. 10 more seconds. Gotta melt it, so we're just gonna keep going until we melt it, 10 seconds at a time, because we don't want to burn it. You go ahead, I got enough butter, so we're done with the butter. Okay, and then let's go ahead and open this, put the chips over there. Okay, so this is the second hat that I have. The first one I did was red, this one is black, and then I have a white one, okay? So, you guys gotta tell me which one you like the best. I mean, I think I'm gonna try and figure out how to get, like, a logo of my own on, I can do it on the different colored ones, because I got somebody that'll print it for me. But those are my thoughts. I haven't worn the white one yet. Actually, I think I took the picture in the white one the first time, but I haven't worn it yet, except for that one time. Almost done with this. Matter of fact, I think we are done. Okay, so melted butter, and then so we're going to add that to our bowl. I love this bowl. And we're done with that, and then we're going to add 2 eggs. Now we're going to whisk them together, so I'm going to do them one at a time, because I've heard that it makes it a little more fluffy. So we're going to check this out, kind of, sort of. 1, oops. I'm being clumsy today for some reason, 2. I said 1 at a time, didn't I? Jeez. Okay. Anyways, you just want to whisk it all together, combine it real good. Make sure all the yolks broke down into it. And so, I watched my video that I did the other day on the chicken Alfredo. And I'm thinking to myself, you know, if there is somebody out there eating chicken right now and they're watching this, and you know, because you sit there, you could hear. Okay, I'm not going to go into it. I'm sorry. I'm so. I guess that's just a boy in me, huh? Okay, so I think that's pretty good right there. And then we take, whisk that until combined, and then add the cake mix, which is the yellow cake. I just happened, I think I got it from the, a pantry actually. Well, I didn't. It was got for me from the pantry. Because for a while there I had somebody who would go to the pantry for me. So I'm going to do this a little at a time, just because it's going to be kind of crazy to do it a lot, like dump the whole thing in there. So I'm going to make sure it's really mixed in well and do it a little at a time. And I'm using the whisk. I was going to use the wooden spoon, but I kind of like the way the whisk is doing it, and it might even help it break down more. So it's a 9 by 13 pan that I got greased up waiting to go in the oven with this in it. And then I got semi-sweet chocolate chips, like I said earlier. You could use white chocolate, you could use butterscotch, you could use vanilla, any type of chips to put into it, because we put that in after we dump this in, or actually we mix them in after I get it all mixed together. So I'm going to do it until, okay, now we're going to have one more time to add it in. It's going to make it like a creamy dough, I guess, because you know, I did the chocolate cookies the other night, and that dough was kind of, it was a little bit thicker than this, so it might, I don't know, it might turn out the same. But you know what I noticed? On the back of the baking soda box, there's a recipe for chocolate chip cookies. And I knew that, I just forgot. And it was kind of like, duh, you should have known that. You've done enough baking. But me just being me. Okay, so now we got all of it in there. Remember, pull it off the sides as you're mixing it, just so you get it all into the butter and the eggs. So we better go back to doing this thing. Hey, I'm a mixer stand now. Wow. Okay, I gotta quit playing. Dang. It worked out pretty decent though. I don't need a mixer. I got my arm and I just spin it. Spin it, spin it, spin it. Okay. So there's that and that. Now we need this all off there. And then next, I'm pretty sure, not the butter, add the chips. So we're going to add the chips. I got mini chips, so I just used a half a bag, you know. And then we're going to basically fold them into it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm going to clean off one side, I'm going to pull it to the other side, and then I'm going to pull it back to the side I started from. What I've been really thinking about doing is like doing an interview with myself. Like doing the questions, you know, like to show these youngsters that are graduating this year maybe, a little bit on how you should maybe do an interview if you get an interview for a job. So, I mean, I know I can't do it with without no shirt on and got to be presentable, but I kind of want to do some things that might help these youngsters out coming into the job world these years, you know what I'm saying? Kind of a give back kind of thing, because I kind of wish somebody would have done that for me. I mean, you know, you had the classes in school or whatnot, but I got a different way of showing, or a different way that I think about it, you know what I'm saying? So now we got it all mixed together. I'm going to go ahead and add it to the pan. So, I'm kind of intrigued, you know what I'm saying? Because what did I use? I've used cake mix for cookies. I've used brownie mix for cookies. This is the first time using, well no, because actually I think the last time I did some chocolate chip bars, I did them completely from scratch. And it wasn't a cake mix that I used, it was flour maybe. So this is going to be completely different than that. Which makes me kind of excited to find out what it's going to be like. Okay. So basically, since I got so much grease in the bottom, I kind of got to pull it around and spread it out. You want to make it even, so it cooks even, you know, because you don't want, you ever been to Christmas and somebody cooked the brownies uneven, and or been somewhere that somebody cooks some brownies and they cooked them all uneven? One end's like this, you know, 1/4 inch thick, and then the other end's 1/2 to 3/4 inch, because they didn't spread it out, you know. And then, you know, that's just me picking. I shouldn't do that, I know. I'm sorry. Won't happen again. Act like I'm a senior pro at this. Don't get me wrong, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm actually proud of how I turned this little hobby into what it's become. I never expected to have, I mean, you know, I got 65 subscribers now to my YouTube channel. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. That amazes me, okay? So now I'm going to show you what we're looking like. This is what we got. So we're going to go in the oven for 20 minutes, okay? 20 minutes. Oven set at 350, you bake it for 20 minutes. I will come back on here and I will show you guys some pictures of the finished product in just a little bit. Thanks everybody for watching. God bless you. Have a beautiful Sunday and grind on, people. Bye-bye now.